Is it really coming to this? Once again, I have a stimulus package update and multiple other updates for you in this video, so let's get into it right now. But if you haven't done so, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so you can join the #1 channel right here on YouTube dedicated to bringing you daily updates as it pertains to stimulus, the stimulus packages, stimulus checks, low income, no income, money, benefits, Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, and so much more that we're covering right here in the videos every single day as things are changing very, very rapidly, and I'm right by your side doing all the research as your one and only daily advocate, and I boil it all down into these short videos so you can stay tuned with everything going on. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button right down below if you haven't done so yet so I can be here for you every single day and so that you don't miss any videos going forward. Alright, thank you so much. Let's get right into this. One quick side note, yes, my wife Corey will be back here in just a couple minutes with the new updated list of shoutouts for those names pulled right out of the fan club, and that list changes every single video, so stay tuned for that coming up here very soon. Alright, so let's get into this, and there are a lot of weird updates today, a lot of stuff going on. Not sure why this happens. Some days are very busy days, and some days, not so much. But either way, today was one of those very busy days, and I'm already compiling a list of things I want to talk about in the next video. So yeah, there's a lot going on. All right, let's boil these all down. Number 1, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg was over in California today talking about and examining the ports, the Long Beach port and the one in LA. These are the two ports that bring in the vast majority of imports into this country. Here's what we found. As of right now, they're within 40 miles of the coast. There are 12 container ships out there right now. Doesn't sound like all that many, right? Considering over the summer and late last year, we were seeing anywhere between like 65, 70, 75 ships. Well, yeah, 12 doesn't sound all that bad, but that's just within 40 miles. Check this out. Further out beyond that, there are 93 container ships that are either anchored or still on their way in transit over to the coast. So that brings us up to 105 container ships that are anchored and or on their way to the western coast and to get into those two ports. So we've been hearing a lot about the supply chain issues. In fact, over the last couple of days here, over the weekend, we've been seeing a number of different reports talking about, empty store shelves, things like this. And there's a lot of people out there talking right now that we're going to be seeing some major supply chain issues, especially with some of these lockdowns and restrictions over in like the Chinese region, the China area, different Asian countries. There's a lot of different things going on. Some of these restrictions that are closing down potential manufacturing. And some people are saying, hey, if you think this is bad, you just watch out here because it might get a lot worse going forward as they continue to see even further shutdowns of factories and manufacturing with all of this COVID business. Wow, right? So that's a lot of container ships going on out there. That's a lot of product that we need on our shelves right now that's just simply not there. Not to mention, yesterday we reported a record. Wow, we're good at setting records in this country. 1.35 million new COVID cases yesterday alone in the United States. That is unbelievable. So we're on this new trend here where we're doing about 1 million a day. Nice, right? I don't think this is a trend or some numbers that we should all, well, I shouldn't say like we, but I mean just we as a country should maybe all be all that proud of. This is, by the way, a world record. So, I don't know, should we chalk it up in the Guinness Book of World Records? Probably, right? But don't worry, we're probably going to break that record once again. So, look out, books. We're coming in for even and bigger record here sometime soon. But seriously, this is unbelievable, right? Here's the thing. The previous record, whenever it was, I think it was last winter, it was sometime, the previous record was under 300,000 cases in a single day. And now we're 1 million over that, and we're just hanging out like, hey, we're all cool, right? So I don't know, just seems a little bit interesting with everything going on. Also announced today, Bank of America is going to be slashing their overdraft fees. This is actually pretty nice to see. However, they did not completely eliminate their overdraft fees, but rather they are just slashing them. So maybe about a month and a half ago or so, I think it was about then, Capital One Bank came out and said that they were going to be completely reducing their overdraft fees down to zero, right? So they wouldn't be having any more overdraft fees. Well, that was actually pretty exciting at the time. And we also predicted that other big banks would probably be following in the footsteps and doing something very similar. Well, it's also been announced now that Bank of America is going to be slashing their overdraft fees from $35 down to $10. So it's not complete elimination. It's still going to be $10, but it's certainly better than $35. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying $10 is great either, but it's certainly better than $35, right? So that'll be going into effect in May. So if you are a Bank of America customer, or you plan to be at some point, this is going to be implemented in May of this year. So it's still going to be $35 until the actual implementation this year in May. So a few more months to go until that actually happens. They're also going to be reducing the non-sufficient funds as well. So when you write a check maybe and the check doesn't go through, something like this, or maybe use a debit card and it's more than what the balance is in the account, they're also going to be slashing those fees as well. So not sufficient funds. It's different than overdraft, right? So a couple different things there. So that'll be coming soon. That's, kind of exciting just because it's another charge that we don't need to pay. I don't use Bank of America, but I'm just saying there's a lot of branches around everywhere. There's a lot of people that use that one, as that's another very big bank out there. All right, let's quickly talk about American consumers and the recent report that came out showing that consumers are falling deeper and deeper into debt. The average household right now has over $155,600 in debt. Now, this includes auto loans, credit cards, pretty much all debt. This is across the board. So the average household, over $155,000 of debt. So as of right now, the annual household income, again, this is an average annual household income, is below $70,000. So it's about $69,000. So even if somebody paid every last penny that they earned, which is pretty much impossible because there's taxes, right? Federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, Medicare, all of that kind of taxes. So you can't pay every penny, but just for a quick example, if somebody were to take their $69,000 salary, again, I know it's very different, but it's just an average, the average in the country. If they took their $69,000 salary and paid every single penny for 2 years toward their debt, they'd still be in debt after 2 years, just to put that into perspective. So yeah, you can see what these numbers actually represent, right? $155,000 is a lot of money. That's a lot of debt for a lot of people. So this new report is showing that Americans are falling deeper and deeper into debt, relying on credit cards and these buy now, pay later types of things because they just simply can't afford many things right now. This same report also pointed out that wages over the last 2 years, so since early 2020, have declined by 3%. Meanwhile, at the same time, inflation, the thing that all of us love so much, right, has gone up 7%. So wages have gone down by 3%, and inflation has gone up by 7%. That's a losing equation to me. I mean, I'm not a mathematician. I'm not that great with math, but simple logic would tell me if wages are going down by 3% and inflation is going up by 7%, that seems to be a losing proposition, right? Again, I'm not like the smartest person in the world, but I think I can figure that one out, that's not going to equal very good, right? So that's about a 10% spread, right? Negative 3% plus 7%, 10% spread between the two. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Also, just a little while ago, the president was out endorsing carving out the filibuster. Now, this is something that's kind of gone back and forth, and this is going to be one of these other great little arguments between people in Congress. But basically, what the filibuster is making sure that they get these 60 votes within the Senate in order to get a bill passed. Otherwise, we also know that there is the reconciliation process that requires just the 50 votes plus the one. Right now, that's what they're using for the Build Back Better agenda, the stimulus package. But they've been talking about this, and President Biden was out just a short time ago saying that, yep, we certainly do need to carve out the filibuster and get rid of that so that they can actually get some of their initiatives done. So we do know that the reconciliation bill or the Build Back Better agenda is reconciliation, right? So that only needs just the simple 50 votes plus the tie-breaking vote from the vice president. However, the filibuster is the other one, as in this is the one where they need to actually get bipartisan support, as in the 60 votes, right? So 50 Democrats would be voting for it, plus 10 Republican votes to get it through the Senate. However, they're saying, hey, we've got to carve this thing out. We can't get anything done. We're trying to bring things in, and we can't get anything done, so we need to get rid of the filibuster. So there's a lot of back and forth right now about this, and this is causing a lot of drama between many people throughout the Senate. So maybe you've heard about this already today, but kind of interesting. I just saw this a short time ago, and I thought, you know what? I want to share this with everybody because ultimately, if they get this actually passed through where they do carve out the filibuster, therefore they can just use the 50 votes just to get stuff done. Can you imagine all the different bills that they're going to be jamming through there and just getting passed? Because as of right now, they can't get a whole lot done, right? And again, this is not me taking sides. It's just me telling you this is exactly what they're kind of planning. This is why they want to get this out of the way so that they can pass all kinds of things through and just with the simple, 50+1 votes. So this is probably going to cause some drama here for a little while. We'll have to see what actually happens with this. Joe Manchin is one of the necessary 50 votes that they would need in order to get this actually passed through. And Joe Manchin has already indicated he is not okay with this. He is not in support of carving out the filibuster. So, again, we'll have to see another one of those things up in the air right now. But when it comes to the Build Back Better agenda, it looks like the week of January 24th is likely the week that is going to be brought to the floor in the Senate. Possibly sooner, but that's the week in which it looks like they're going to be bringing that to the floor in the Senate, possibly opening it up for debate and a vote. Finally. Wow, it might actually get done. So, we'll see what actually happens there. Again, everything's a big we'll see. I should just title every video going forward, we'll see. We don't really know anything because everything's still up in the air right now, but we'll see. No, I'm not going to do that to you. But seriously, that's what it feels like right now because we don't really have anything that has solid answers quite yet. It's all just a wait and see approach on pretty much everything. So, anyway, these are the updates I have for you as of right now that I wanted to share in this video. Like I said, I'm already compiling a big list for the next video. I typically only like to share anywhere between like 3, 4, maybe 5 different pieces of information per video. Honestly, otherwise it just gets to be a lot of information to talk about in one video, and I do like to make my videos as short as possible. So, this is what I have for you as of right now. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, especially with the announcement of those 2 new stimulus packages just the other day. All of these reform proposals, announcements, so many things going on right now. I want to make sure that you're staying tuned, and ultimately, as soon as something comes up where we can grab some money, some benefits, something else going on, don't worry, I'm going to be right on top of it. I want to make sure to walk you through the process of how you can grab it as well. So again, subscribe down below. It's totally free to do so. All my videos here are 100% free, always have been, and always will be. So enjoy your day. Thank you so much for watching. Corey will be back right now with that new list of shout-outs for those names pulled right out of the fan club. And please remember, the fan club is optional, 100%. It's just for those people who maybe want a little bit more here on the channel. And again, you can check out a link down in the description. Otherwise, at the top of the comment section, I will also pin a comment there that you can check out. But please remember as well, the videos are 100% free. The fan club is completely optional. So with that being said, Corey, take it away, and congratulations to all of the shout-outs for those of you in this video right here. And remember, the next video will have another new list of shout-out names. All right, Corey, take it away.
Our shout-outs go to Imogene Tibbetts, Dory Ann Legrand, Deborah Armas, Jose Mendez, Pamela Stewart, and Bob Lee. Thank you for being in the fan club.